has anyone ever wondered what happens when you work with a 120-pound German Rottweiler and the owner throws the ball before you get the leash ready and it's still in your hand? You ended up with a busted finger that is huge and swollen, and you can't feel it. Half of it's numb. You see that? There's the finger right there. And then you end up at the emergency room trying to get it checked out because you can't move it. So we're hanging out. I've had a rough day anyway, so I might get them to give me some fluids and just things like that because the heat's getting to me and beating me up really bad. So I'll probably have them give me some fluids. Of course, I'm going to have x-rays done, but I already passed out today and I'm just not recovering good. So I'm going to have them check all of that while I'm here. But hey, we're hanging out on the bed, la 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 la. Let me tell you, everyone wants to pet him, and it's like no one is asking. They're all just like, all of the nurses and stuff are just like coming up and touching him. No big deal, he's a little nervous anyway, so I don't really mind. And it's not like I can really blame everyone for wanting to come in and see him and pet him. I mean, he is pretty cute. Every single staff member I've passed have been like, I want to pet him, I want to touch him, blah. So that's how this is going. But everyone's really nice. And just with him being, he was a little nervous. I didn't really mind, him being pet right now, just for the fact that, they're not like lingering, they're just doing a quick pet talking to him. And he's learning that these doctors and, the security people and all that all of this is okay and it's not a bad thing, because he does have to get used to hospitals. Because there's times where I'm in and out a lot, and even though I don't have insurance, I'm going to try to figure that out soon. But look at him. Yes. Good, good boy. He's doing so good. He really is. Good, good boy. Believe it or not, I had to help him up on the bed. He couldn't get up here, so I had to lean over and grab the pull strap and use my right hand to help pull him up. Good boy. Oh. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got some exciting news. I might do that video tomorrow. I have some exciting news on something I got today. I'm super excited about it. And, I'm so excited. I think we might go to Petco after this. Depends on how long it takes. I'm going to see if I can get some fluids. I'm really hot. I cannot cool off. I'm really dizzy. And normally, when I go to the hospital when I'm doing really bad, they give me fluids and helps perk me up a little bit, and I'm able to get through my day. And normally, I'm actually a little bit better the next couple days, at least, in summer with the heat anyway. Just the fluids help me not get so overheated and like dragged out as quick. So yeah, this is boring. Very boring. Very, very boring. Bye guys. I'm trying to drive home right now. I have got my phone resting on the steering wheel. So no, I'm not holding it. It is resting on the steering wheel from the case. The case is kind of like wrapped around it, if that makes sense. I don't feel good. It's part of the reason I decided to start videoing. I'm hoping maybe it'll give me something to do so I can stay focused and not black out or anything while I'm driving. So we go to get our x-rays. On the way back from x-rays back to my room, Max does an alert that I'm gonna pass out. So I stop. I'm following two nurses back to my room, and I call for them, and it was one of my episodes. Sometimes I feel them, way in advance. Sometimes my eyes start getting black and fuzzy, and then that's it, I'm out. So I go to kneel down, because Max alerted. So I go to kneel down, and as I'm, calling out for the nurses,
I start going black and fuzzy, and so I hurry up and try to lay down as quick as I can. And I actually passed out before I even completely laid down. So I wake up to a nurse asking me if I'm okay. He's shaking me. He's, well, not like shaking me, but he's like rubbing my arm or whatever, trying to get me to come to. And he's asking me if I'm okay. And, I explained to him I have syncope and PTSD and, blah, blah, blah. He checks my bracelet, things like that. Well, he helps me get up. And between him on one side and Max on the other, and using Max, I didn't really have to use Max at this point for balance because the nurse was there and he was helping me hold me up. So he helped me get back to my room, and he helped me get in bed. So he tells me that my actual nurse, the one I was originally following that left me, was going to come in and check on me, and that they were going to see what they could do. So I've already asked for fluids because I'm burning up. I can't cool off. I feel dehydrated. I'm drinking water, but I'm just overall doing really bad, and sometimes fluids will help when it's been really hot out and I'm just having more problems than normal recovering. So I lay in the room in the bed for about 20 minutes, not doing any better, just slowly feeling worse and worse. No one ever comes in. No one comes to tell me if my fingers are broken or anything. No one comes to check on me to try to, give me some fluids or, do some testing, things like that to see if I'm okay. And, try to get me feeling better. So what ends up happening is discharge comes in and gives me discharge papers. And I'm like, is no one coming to help? And he's like, oh, no, I was told to discharge you. So, at this point, I'm like, okay, whatever. These, they obviously don't care that... Oops, my phone fell off the steering wheel. Hang on, I had to grab it. So, at that point, I'm just like, okay, they obviously don't care. So, I went ahead and signed the discharge papers, and I left. I sat in the parking lot for a little bit, trying to get my wits about me to where I could drive home. Well, couldn't drive home, wasn't feeling good enough, so I drove down to Petco because Petco was only a couple minutes away, so I got in the car and just drove down to Petco so I wasn't sitting in the car wasting gas or, just burning up. And we walked around Petco for a while. Oh my God, it's hot. We walked around Petco for a while, and I'm still not feeling any better. So I'm doing my best to drive home. I feel really out of it. Max has been doing a lot of what I call my PTSD alerts. For me disassociating, things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try to get home right now because I have no way to get home if I don't drive home. What kills me is, everyone was so eager to come in and pet Max, even when I kept saying no and things like that. And I was just like, whatever, it's good for him. He's getting used to doctors and things like that. So, I tried looking at it positive that, he's getting used to all these doctors. That way, in the future, he's used to it. Oh. But, when it comes down to it, they never actually tried helping me. I don't even know what's going on my finger, and I can't feel half of my freaking finger. Like, I cannot feel half of it. It doesn't matter how hard I push, it's numb. And I'm like, something is seriously messed up with my finger and no one cares. So I just went to the emergency room. Lord knows how much that bill's gonna be. I don't have insurance. And I pass out in the middle of the hospital. No one fucking helps me. So I guess that's what happens when, as someone put it, I guess they just look at me as I'm faking or I'm a drama queen or whatever. I don't care, because how is a 20-year-old going to pass out all the time? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they're thinking, but oh my God. I'm literally like 3 minutes from the house. I'm just feeling worse and worse. But hang on, I'm gonna pause this, try to get to the house, and then I'll start recording again.